Sometimes hope appears in the most unexpected moments. And sometimes the smallest creatures teach us the biggest lessons. Today's story is about friendship, courage, and the power of never giving up in a quiet and peaceful village. There lived two frogs. They weren't just friends, they were like brothers. One was big and chubby, the other small and thin. They looked completely different, but their bond was unbreakable every day. They hopped around the village, exploring fields, ponds, and every corner of their tiny world. Their lives were simple, but filled with happiness. One warm afternoon, they began another one of their little adventures. No plans, no destination, just joy, curiosity, and the comfort of each other's company. While hopping around, they suddenly spotted a big wooden bucket left by a farmer. The bucket was tall, and they couldn't see what was inside. The smaller frog said, "Let's check it out." Without thinking twice, both jumped in, and the moment they fell inside, they realized the bucket was filled with milk. At first, it felt fun, almost like a small swimming pool. But soon they discovered the real problem. The walls were too slippery. There was no way to climb out. Time slowly passed. The frogs kept swimming to stay afloat. The big frog's legs began to ache, panting. He said, "We've been swimming for hours. There is no way out. We're going to drown. It's impossible to escape." But the smaller frog shook his head and replied, "No, we can't stop now. We've overcome tough times before. If we keep swimming, something will happen. We just have to hold on and not lose hope." So they kept swimming, minutes turning into hours. Eventually, the big frog's hope faded. His voice grew weak. "I can't do this anymore. No matter how hard we try, it won't change anything. I'm sorry." And with that, he stopped swimming and slowly sank into the milk. The smaller frog cried out, "No, please, don't stop." But it was too late. His best friend was gone. Heartbroken and exhausted, the little frog felt the pain deep in his tiny heart. But he whispered to himself, "I won't let your sacrifice be for nothing." And he kept swimming. Night fell, the air grew colder, but the little frog continued to kick and paddle, alone. Then something strange began to happen. The milk started to thicken. His constant kicking was turning the milk into butter. Realizing this, a spark of hope lit up inside him. "If I keep going, I will survive." The milk grew thicker and thicker, and soon it became solid enough to stand on. With one final push, the little frog made a big jump and leaped out of the bucket. He was finally free, but deeply lonely. He hopped away slowly, crying under the moonlight. His best friend was gone forever, but he knew he had to keep living. "Life must go on," he whispered. A year later, the little frog had a family of his own. When his babies were born, he gave each of them the same name, the name of his lost friend, so that his memory would live on forever, every night. He told his children the same story. Never give up, no matter how hard life becomes. Keep swimming. One day your milk will also turn into butter. Life is difficult. Sometimes giving up feels easier. But remember, hope survives as long as you keep trying. You may not always win, but you will never know what you're capable of until you refuse to stop. If this story touched your heart, please like, share, and comment. And remember, never give up.